Mission First Tactical is a proud sponsor of the Talking Lead podcast and the Leadhead Brigade.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. They're good dudes. They really are cool guys. So yeah, I figured I'd throw that out there. I told him to go listen to the recent episode of the helicopter pilot. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll definitely check that out." But it was like riveting for me. I was like sitting at the edge of my seat and I was driving. I'm like, "Oh shit, he's about to get shot down." That was cool.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting him to get into details on some of that shit, and then some of the shit he says, about, motherfuckers deserve to die, or killing them, and shit like that.
When he was like straight up talking about how he was shooting some fools from the Hummer he was sitting in after the crash. I'm like, God damn, that's gnarly.
Yeah,
it's just fucking.
And I
crazy.
asked him too. I said, so everything you're saying, everything you said, you're cool. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Right. He said he had pictures of the crash site. Did you get any of those? I didn't see him in what you sent me. I don't know if he was like not allowed to share them. Or whatever it was.
I didn't ask him to send them to me.
Okay, gotcha. Just wondering.
No. I want to have him back on because we didn't really talk knives.
Yeah.
So
we should have him and STA Blades on at the same time. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm going to. We've been texting back and forth about that.
Nice. There's one of my customers. He comes in and likes to see me all the time. He brought me a few cigars from a local shop. They roll their own. Smoked one last night. It was real nice.
It was really nice.
Cool.
Really nice.
Real nice.
Stogie, did you go out on the porch and look at the mountains?
Yes, sir.
It's your big mountain abode there in Utah.
It's a pretty small abode, but big mountains around. It's beautiful right now, man. All the fall colors.
Yeah, it's
Gorgeous
getting that
out
way
there.
here too. It got real cold here too. Temperature just bottom fell out of it. But I like it like this. This is my favorite time of year. I love the temperature right now.
I just wish winter wasn't next. I ain't ready for it.
Well, your winter's a little different than our winter, so I can understand
a little bit.
your regret on that, definitely.
Yep.
But Leadheads, you hear the voice, you know him, you love him. It's our beloved Evan Floodman, Flood Munitions on the grams.
What up, Leadheads?
So we're waiting on another party, but we're going to go ahead and start because there's no telling when he'll jump on. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. Not sure exactly when you're hearing this because I have several episodes that I got to get out prior to this. But as we're recording this, just so you have a reference of time, it's the 9th of October, and there's a lot going on right now. This weekend, Israel got attacked by Gaza, by Hamas.
Yo.
Look who we got here.
Up?
You want to go ahead?
Sorry, she was having a little meltdown.
You having a meltdown?
Can you say hi to my friends? Say hi.
Hi.
Well, there's no crying on my show.
I thought that would cheer her up.
Man, somebody doesn't want to be a movie star.
Are we live?
We are.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a pre-show thing. So I was like, yeah, you can sit with me for a second while I get on the phone with these guys.
No, we went ahead and started. I didn't know when you would be on.
Oh, well, I'm late.
That's okay. We just started.
Fashionably late.
We just started. So I was introducing Evan to our listeners, my co-host tonight, Evan. Also joining us, you just heard, came in with a screaming baby there. And he wasn't beating his child. She just looked like she's ready to go to bed. Here's our good buddy Danny Bronson with Dipstick. Were you Dipstick Designs now?
Dipstick branding.
Dipstick branding. That's what it is. I still want to call you Dipstick Hydrographics. But
Call me whatever you want, buddy.
You're not doing it. Dipstick Dizzy Whizzle. That's the old school name. You remember Dipstick Dizzy Whizzle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're still the only one that calls me that.
Well, Casey does too. He's the one who started it. Casey Griggs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You remember Casey? I need to get him on. It's been a while since Casey's been on the show. So the reason for the gathering of the three is we all three went to the Iraq Veteran 88. Sometimes I throw too many eights in there. I'll get it right this time. Range Day. I guess that's what they just call it, Range Day nowadays.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Used to be like YouTube thingy back in the day. This is their 11th annual one, right? Is that what it was, the 11th annual?
Yep.
And I've been to just about every one of them. I've only missed a couple throughout the years. I did the very first one. I was at the very first one. And compared to that, to where they are now, I mean, they have exponentially grown that thing. Especially keeping it a private event. You know, it's not open to the public. It's invite only kind of deal. So it's a good time. Good time. And that's kind of what we want to talk about today is our experience there, some things that we saw that were really cool. And, of course, you know, we're going to chase squirrels, and that'll take us down other paths and whatnot. But
you chase squirrels? Never.
I chase squirrels. But as you're listening to this, I said that there's probably going to be a couple of episodes behind here as far as posting. But Jim Shockey was our guest. So make sure you go back. 1 or 2 episodes. Again, I don't know when this is going to drop, but great interview with Jim Shockey. He's got a new book out, and I got it right here. It's called Call Me Hunter, and it is a fiction book. So a book of fiction. So you want to go back, listen to that interview. We talk about his book, his inspiration for the book, the recent passing of his beautiful wife, and we talk about his elaborate career in the outdoors industry. So I got to have a couple of hours with him, which I wasn't expecting to be able to have that much of his time. So he was very generous. It was a great interview. So if you haven't listened to that one yet, make sure you go back and listen to it, check it out. And then Evan and I were talking earlier about another guest that I had on, which this episode is out. It's a 2-parter. And we had Chief Warrant Officer Greg Coker, who was a Little Bird pilot during the Iraq-Afghanistan wars, 11 tours of duty, got shot down once. He tells the story about getting shot down, and he's into knife making too. So we talked a little bit about his knife making project. He's got a company that he set up called Blade for Brothers that helps veteran men and women, first responders, come in, and basically it's a thing to keep them active, keep their hands working, and show them how to make knives. So that's pretty cool. He's got a whole new big facility there in Texas that he's set up, and I think Jared might be a part of that also. We had Jared with STA Blades on too. Not that episode, but we've had him on in the past. So make sure you go.
What a cool idea.
Yeah, make sure you go back and listen to those episodes, and we're going to have both those guys back on again. And because I didn't get to talk as much knives as I wanted to with Greg, so we're going to talk more knives because he's more of a novice. He's just kind of gotten into it, and he's learning a lot of new stuff. So for you new guys, he could give you some tips and tricks on some stuff that may help you cut some corners.
Whiskey River Beef, farm to table with a twist. Come along with us on a quest towards achieving self-sufficiency in food production and fostering a robust local food source to promote good health. Stock up with premium Tennessee beef, unparalleled in flavor and tenderness. You can be confident that you're receiving beef with no added growth hormones or implants. Always pasture-raised, locally USDA processed, and shipped straight to your home. Whiskey River Beef is grass and whiskey mash fed and finished, and is at least 14 days dry aged to enhance the tenderness and give you the most robust flavor imaginable. Go to whiskeyriverbeef.com today to order. Visit us on Instagram at Whiskey River Life and on Facebook at Whiskey River Beef LLC.
So that's our past episodes. Make sure you go check those out. And then our sponsors, all our sponsors, go show them some love. Kel-Tec, go to Kel-Tec Weapons. and use these discount codes that I have set up for you guys. If you don't use them, we're going to lose them. You know how that works. You don't use it, you lose it. So go and show them that you appreciate the discounts that they're giving you, and use them. Buy their products. They've got a lot of great products out. Mission First Tactical. When we went to this Iraq vet thing, I had several of their bags, their new bags, their acro bags. Had this one. This is the 3L. This is the big one, the biggest one that they have. I took that to the range day, and then I had the sling bag in the car that I was carrying my EDC and essentials and things like that. Evan got to see that. Of course, it was in his lap most of the time because we had a full boat. But we'll get into that. We'll get into talking about the Iraq vet range day. But, guys, you know what we got to do first. You hear that? You hear what's rolling in? I hear a train coming down the train.
That's that jackwagon train.
It's that jackwagon train. So, Gunny, bring that train in. Let's take care of some jackwagons.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the talking lead jackwagon of the week, so brace yourself, baby.
So, like I said, this may be a little dated when you hear this, but at the time, these are our jackwagons. And
A lot of them. How'd you narrow it down?
it's hard. It's really hard to do. But do you want to start, Evan? You got a jackwagon? You seem anxious to jump on this. So
yeah, I mean, I guess I got a jackwagon.
Okay.
So the event was awesome, but there was one thing that kept I think a lot of people were having some issues with, and it was the 50 cal right next to our booth with that giant ass brake. I love a 50 cal. I love it when I'm shooting it, but standing next to that thing, boy howdy, I kept blowing my hat off. Like, damn near blew my ear protection off. Like, that thing was gnarly.
I mean, literally, it was blowing people's hats off their.
Yeah, it literally was. I saw it happen a few times. I think that thing should have been put down towards the end of the range. Now, don't get me wrong. I love shooting a 50 cal, and I'm all about people shooting them.
Yeah.
But that was rough for a bit. So that would be, I think, I'm going to say the brake on that 50 cal was my jackwagon nomination.
Well, just the fact that they had a 50 cal in the middle of the shooting line is pretty stupid. It's just
it was a little rough.
It's just they either should have had it shooting prone, down below everybody, because people were like standing up, holding it, wanting to, be Hercules and show their muscles off and shooting it, and they're just making fools of themselves. But anyway, they should have had it. Then there was a couple others. What's that?
That particular 50 cal is actually softer to shoot standing up than it is shooting prone. I have the same one, and
it's not softer for your eardrums.
No, not at all. It's still no. I agree with Evan on the person shooting it right next to me. Was it was pretty painful. But just wanted to throw that out there. It is a little bit softer on the shoulder if you shoot it standing up.
Interesting.
I don't see how. Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Your body absorbs more of the recoil.
Maybe it's like the position of your shoulder that's up against that shoulder pad.
Was it a Barrett?
I don't know. The first time I did it was with Joe Moe. He goes, it's actually softer shooting it standing up. This was a few years back at range day. When I brought mine up there, we did the side-by-side with the suppressed one. And I was like, you're crazy. And then I tried it, and I was like, it actually is. But, I mean, the thing weighs 40 pounds, so it's rough holding it up there,
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I agree. That was definitely a jackwagon move. And there was another, usually the CMMG, but they're usually down at the end. It's usually really loud, but they do have it down at the end on the right-hand side, typically.
Yeah.
I didn't go down there this year, but I heard it. I could still hear it.
The mutant?
Yeah, it was barking.
Yep.
What about you, Danny? You got any jackwagons?
We just talking about range day, or we?
No, anything. It's wide open, brother.
Well, that's the problem. It's just let's just take the whole government, Congress, Senate, President, everybody. We'll just throw them all in there. I know you don't like to go political, so I'm just throwing them all under the bus.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything like in particular recently that's causing you to want to do that?
Pretty much at this point, every time any one of them opens their mouth. I'm just done.
Yeah. Well, as we're doing this, I mentioned earlier, I don't know if that was in my edit or not, but the Israel is at war with the Hamas, Palestine kind of deal, and that's an evolving story on what all's behind that and what's going on with that, whether we're going to get involved and who else is going to get involved. And
we are already kind of. We just released like $6 billion to the people who fund them, something like that.
6 billion, like 60 billion or something like that. It was like 60 billion. Yeah, it's some ridiculous amount when we released their hostages. But supposedly, we didn't give them all the 60 billion at one. It's like if you win the lottery, you can take that annuity payment. I don't know if they gave them like, all right, if you take it all at once and you get, lump sum, it's going to be half that plus we got to take taxes out. And
hopefully they took the lump sum so they'll cut all the crap out and they already just blew their load.
I don't know. It's kind of ironic though. All of a sudden they fire 5,000 missiles at Israel after they get this big windfall of money from the United States.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good situation. And whether we get involved or not, I don't know. I mean, how much money are we already throwing at Ukraine? Is there anything left to throw anywhere else? Are they just going to print more money out of thin air? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this on the show several times, and the money that we're giving to all these other countries should be kept right here at home, taking care of our people, our states. Hawaii, prime example.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Exactly.
All right, so here's another one, kind of getting into politics, but it has to do with firearms. So Republican Bernie Thompson introduces a bill to treat privately made firearms as terrorism. Now, I'm looking for my damn glasses. I don't know where to do my damn glasses.
I have not heard this one.
Yeah,
no, me either.
I got to read this.
I'm already on that watch list though. So.
All right, I got to find my glasses. Stand by.
What was the guy's name? Bernie
something. Although I haven't heard this one either.
Yeah,
I've been so busy that I haven't been keeping up with politics much whatsoever. So nobody or anybody who fact checks me in the comments know that I'm already wrong.
Me too.
Okay, this is the one
He found them.
All right, U.S. Rep. Bernie Thompson. He's a Democrat from Missouri or Mississippi. MISS. Is that Mississippi? That's Mississippi. Introduce H.R. 5460, Bolstering Security Against Ghost Guns Act, that would treat privately made firearms, PMFs, as precursors to terrorist acts. The legislation would require the Department of Homeland Security to develop and publish plans to bolster security against threats posed by ghost guns. The bill would require Homeland Security to identify activities related to PMFs and approaches to improve information sharing and collaborations to improve prevention, preparedness, and response to Homeland Security threats, such as an act of terrorism or targeted violence associated with PMFs. Firearm regulation is the domain of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, ATF, not Homeland Security. This is
store.
What?
I said should be a convenience store.
Yeah. There's also ATM, ATM, not Homeland Security. So this is an attempt to smear law-abiding gun owners who produce their own firearms for private use. Again, it's about control.
Yeah,
it's about control
100%.
And taking away our rights, our freedoms, is all it's about. It's always been legal for you to make your guns privately at home, not have to register them, as long as you're not a business. You're not doing it to sell them.
Right.
Are they going to go after everybody who owns a 3D printer?
Yeah, I'm sure. They'll probably outlaw them.
Yep.
Probably outlaw 3D printers just altogether because the potential to be able to print one.
It would be a commercial use only type of thing.
Well, that or you got to register it and pay a tax on it, and then you can have a 3D printer. I mean, that's where they're headed with it. So this Benny, I think I called him Bernie. His name's Benny. Benny Thompson, Democrat, Mississippi. Jackwagon. Serious jackwagon right there.
I wonder how many pistol braces have been registered.
It's crazy how these homemade firearms, they're like, it's a hobby thing. It's people like us who like to do stuff like that when it's, criminals aren't taking the time to go out and 3D print it. They're
not because it's
stealing them.
Too much effort.
They want to.
Too much effort, too much money, too much time.
Too much effort, yeah.
They're not going to do it. And they're not doing it. The ones that they're finding that don't have serial numbers have been scratched off.
Right.
There's another one here. You're not going to believe this either. Let me find it.
ATF says 250,000 guns registered under the pistol brace ban. So apparently some people comply.
Well, a lot of people wanted to get their SBRs free.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people did it. All right, so this is my last jackwagon here, and this is just you're going to shake your head. This has nothing to do with guns, but you'll get it when I read it. So leave it to California to agree with non-human rights project's crusade. The Non-Human Rights Project finally got their way. A local city council voted 4-1 to adopt a resolution to declare that elephants aren't just animals and instead deserve the legal rights of a non-human animal.
Can I register my elephant as a service elephant?
Well, here's my question. Listen, guys, here's my question. What is a human animal? It's just a human, right?
Yes, I don't know. These people can't even define man and woman. What are we? How can they define this?
A non-human animal. So anything that's not a human has legal rights, is what they're doing. So this has been a long-term effort by the NHRP, one during which they've been smacked down by court several times. They've been on the receiving end of irritated and annoyed judges who were forced to listen to their arguments. Habeas corpus is a procedural vehicle intended to secure the liberty rights of human beings who are unlawfully restrained, not non-human animals. New York Court of Appeals Chief Judge Janet DeFiorio wrote in 2022. Judge Jenny Riviera piled on at the time, too, asking about Happy the elephant that is cared for at the Bronx Zoo. If Happy is a person, does that mean that I couldn't keep a dog? I mean, dogs can memorize words. While they've lost their multiple arguments in courts thus far, NHRP finally got a small victory. Unsurprisingly, it happened in California. The OJAI City Council, is that Ouija? I don't know. OJAI City Council in California became the first city in America to recognize the legal rights of a non-human. The council passed by a 4-1 vote a resolution adopting the ordinance titled Right to Bodily Liberty for Elephants. Whatever that means.
So this is what our these California's tax dollars are going to? Fighting for elephant rights?
As media reported, the ordinance protects elephants' rights to liberty and prevents any person from stopping elephants from exercising their right to liberty. The measure was introduced last year by City Councilwoman Leslie Rule, who worked closely with the NHRP. Get this. Quote, "It isn't a joke," Rule stated. "Let's encourage society to evolve its basic understanding of its relationship to all non-human entities." NHRP, which pushes the personhood rights campaign, celebrated the vote too. For elephants and the non-human animal rights movements, we are proud to support the first of its kind ordinance and we commend the OJAI City Council for standing up for what is necessary and just.
So
How
what
is
is
this
this going to do for elephants? I don't understand. Are they not allowed to
I'm
do
so
this
confused.
anymore? Like,
They're targeting zoos. I mean, that's the
Okay.
the thing here. They're targeting zoos.
But they don't want us to see elephants in the zoo.
Well,
I mean, if they just want to release them into the
again,
wild, go for it.
captivity, So anyway, these comments are not parody. The judge's earlier skepticism was repeated by some watching these most recent developments. Justin Baker, a political analyst who focuses on animal and wildlife-related laws, is familiar with this group and their numerous previous attempts to garner non-human animal rights, including the court case related to Happy the Elephant. Baker made the obvious observation here. You know that the law you are trying to push isn't good when you repeatedly have to say, this isn't a joke to the press. He said, I mean, you have plenty of California residents facing personal liberty violations. Those should have been dealt with first.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's entertaining. So
it's really not. It's sad. This is just really, really sad that people put this much effort and time into something like this. I mean,
does everybody agree that Mike Judge made a documentary, like a predicting what was going to happen when he made the movie Idiocracy?
Well, I mean, it's...
I just watched that again for the other day. Love that thing. It's so good.
I love that movie. It's so
stuff.
good, but I get depressed too because every time you watch it, like you go every few years, it's like, oh, we're a little bit closer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Red Bull kind of is the... What was that drink called?
They were doing Gatorade or something and everything.
No, it was...
it wasn't Gatorade, but they had a name. It was something like...
It's like Bronson or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But like these monster drinks and stuff, that kind of what makes me think of those.
Brawndo. It's Brawndo.
Brawndo, that's what it was. Yeah, Brawndo.
Yeah. It's what plants crave. Brawndo.
Such a great movie. So there's my jack wagons, California again. The freaking judges and people who let crap like this get through. You give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. So it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop at elephants. It's going to go outside of zoos, and it's going to get into, it's going to get into violating our hunting rights. So deer are non-humans, and they're going to say that they have a right, and so all the hunting is, they're going to. That's basically what they're going after. So
I think they'd have a hard time getting rid of hunting, in Tennessee or South Carolina.
Well, you say that, but idiocracy, baby.
Yeah,
fair point. Fair.
Hey there, Leadhead Brigade. Lefty here with some important news for you. Forecasters from the University of Arizona warn that 2023 will be a very active hurricane season, and they're asking people to get prepared. They're expecting the number of major hurricanes this year to be similar to 2017, which saw the extremely intense and damaging hurricanes that we all heard about, Harvey, Irma, and that nasty old Maria. How bad can it get? Well, when Hurricane Ida hit the Gulf Coast, it destroyed countless homes and left many without access to food, clean water. Millions lost power. Most didn't have power for weeks. The floods that followed the hurricane washed out the roads, made it impossible for grocery stores to restock their shelves. Families were left hungry and desperate, waiting for help that was slow to arrive. But what if you didn't have to be reliant on the government, FEMA, your neighbor, grocery stores during these crises? The answer is simple. Be prepared with emergency food kits from 4 Patriots. Their long-lasting, delicious food options are specifically designed to provide you and your loved ones with the sustenance you need when you need it the most. 4 Patriots survival food kits are hand-packed in the USA. They last 25 years. They come packed inside covert storage totes. They include a wide variety of delicious breakfasts, lunches, dinners. They've even got some snacks that are tasty. And they're backed by thousands of 5-star customer reviews. Just go check out their website, 4patriots.com, and read them for yourself. 4 Patriots survival food is not just for natural disasters, because in today's world of uncertain supply chains and unpredictable emergencies, it's more important than ever to have a backup plan. Whether it's a temporary power outage, a winter blizzard, or rising food costs, which we're all feeling that these days, right? You can rest easy knowing that you have a reliable source of food to see you through it. And right now, you can go to 4patriots.com and use this exclusive code, LEADHEAD, all caps, LEADHEAD, one word, to get 10% off your first purchase on anything in the store, not just their food kits. So go check them out, 4patriots.com. Use the code LEADHEAD to get 10% off your first purchase of 4Patriots survival food. That's 4patriots.com, guys. Use the code LEADHEAD and get that 10% off.
Speaking of idiocracy, did y'all see that guy who tried to bring his emotional support alligator into the Phillies baseball game last week?
No. That's my hero.
That's my hero.
That is a real thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have not heard about that, but
I don't know what's worse, that they let him register a emotional support alligator, or that he tried to bring it into a baseball game. That had to have been a troll. As far as bringing it into the baseball game, I guess he figured, hey, I got it registered. I might as well see how far I can go with this.
Yeah.
So here's a NPR story on it. Wally, the emotional support alligator, went to see the Phillies. Then he went viral. An emotional support alligator walks into a ballpark and is asked to leave. That's the story that made headlines in recent days, thanks to a viral photo and video showing Wally, a 6-foot, 55-pound alligator wearing a harness and leash, and his human companion outside of Citizens Bank Park during the Phillies game on Wednesday night. See, we were not there to go to the ball game, said Henry. We were there to meet the players, was what we went there for, and I was invited.
Yeah, have the pitcher pet him.
Well, hold on. He says, and I was invited. I didn't just show up. So,
who invited him? The alligator?
I don't know. Let's see.
The other team.
To,
whoever they were playing.
To understand the backstory, you need to know, as Wally's myriad of local admirers and online fans do, just how beloved the 8-year-old alligator is already. Wally has more than 114,000 followers on TikTok and another 27,000 on Instagram. He's gone viral. Yeah, he's got more than me, and I've been doing this for how long? I've been on Instagram.
You need to get an alligator, man.
I need to get an emotional support something man-eater. What's another man-eater? I get like a bobcat or something like that. A tiger.
So many directions you can go with that.
Emotional. Give me an emotional supportive lion.
Good stuff. I mean, your pool is the right color for an alligator right now.
It is right now. Yeah, it's just, they would be right at home in my pool.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, send Marty or send Lefty some chlorine tablets. Apparently,
that or an alligator.
Or an alligator. Oh, guys, you get an alligator in the mail. That would make my year.
I'd be happy about it.
So after hearing the rave reviews, the team invited Henry and Wally to Philadelphia, which is about 2 hours away from where they live in Harrisburg. Henny said they were there to watch the game, but weren't there to watch the game, but meet the players. By the time they got to the stadium, the players were already preparing for the game. Since they were already there, his friend figured she'd buy them tickets to watch, but she didn't ask about the rules for emotional support animals. So you can. I'm not going to read this whole story, but I'm sure.
Obviously, I didn't read past the headline.
Yeah. So they were invited. I mean, they didn't just show up and willy-nilly, hey, it's my emotional support alligator. So, there you go. He's my hero. What's his name? Joey Henny, and his support alligator. What's his support alligator? It was called Wally. There you go. I want to get a shark. That's going to be my emotional support animal.
Can't walk around with a shark.
Great white shark. Yeah, I'm gonna big semi, turn it into an aquarium and take him everywhere.
Freaking laser beams on him.
And let the NHPR come after me and say he's got rights. So, y'all got any other heroes?
I got one.
Yeah, who's your hero?
So from the range day weekend, our buddy Hal, which I know a lot of the audience won't know, but he's the fine gentleman who put us up over the weekend and he was a super nice guy, very generous with his abode, and I very much appreciate that man. So
Yeah.
he's my hero, Mr. Hal.
Hal was a good dude, and talk about that boat. You got to take a little boat ride.
Oh man, I love boats. So he had a '68 Mastercraft, little flat bottom with a direct drive, and he rebuilt the whole thing. Took me out Friday night on that thing, and I was like grinning ear to ear, man. I love boating. Let me drive it around. Well, I can't remember the name of that lake. Danny, do you know that? Hartwell. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Oh man, loved it. So that was the highlight of my trip. I mean, I love shooting machine guns, don't get me wrong, but boating is just one of those things I don't get out and do very often. So that was a ton of fun.
The 6-hour ride down with me wasn't the highlight of your 6 hours there and 6 hours back. Yet. So like 12 hours, we were together in a car. Evan and I got to know each other really good.
Oh yeah, real good. Dude, all those apple orchards, I couldn't believe it. Backwoods of Georgia, like those back roads were the best, man. That was definitely a really cool part. I thought Georgia was a peach state, but apparently they're an apple state. So
that part apparently is.
Yeah.
I grew up in Georgia. I've seen more peach farms here in South Carolina than I ever did in Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Really? It was gorgeous, man. I mean, I'm used to, like high desert out here in Utah, big mountains and, aspen groves and whatnot. It's beautiful. But back there, it was just like so lush, so green and thick forest, all those apple orchards. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I was definitely blown away.
So my hero is Hammer, Kel-Tec Hammer, because he cooked every meal.
Mm-hmm.
And Hammer is
an
excellent cook. And the great thing about Hammer is he's got a story. He's got never-ending stories, for one. But he had some great stories. So we got to listen to Hammer's stories as he was cooking. But none of the stories we can repeat on air.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't want to hear any of them while I was eating either, but I did.
Yeah.
Didn't have a choice on that one.
He has no filter. Good old Hammer.
What was that method they used to cook the steak with that water heater?
Sous vide.
Sous vide. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Good Lord, that was delicious.
Yeah, sous vide is definitely the way to cook your steak nowadays.
Have you ever heard of that, Danny?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't familiar with it. I've never seen it before, but I was impressed.
Yeah, we've done it a few times. We like to reverse sear our steaks. So we'll smoke them to about 110 degrees, then throw them on the cast iron, like real hot for about a minute on each side.
Yep.
Some butter. Done.
That's what they did with these. They put them in the sous vide, and, however long they cooked, you can cook them for as long as you want. It's not ever going to overcook them because it keeps it a steady, like 125 or whatever in the water. And then he fired up his egg, got it good and smoky and hot, and then threw them on there and seared them. Did a little Pittsburgh style. Got them charred on the outside. It was really good.
That's definitely
stuff.
a good way to go.
And speaking of beef and steaks, ladies and gentlemen, our newest sponsor, Whiskey River Beef. Make sure you go check them out at whiskeyriverbeef.com. I know that a lot of you have been emailing me saying that he's been out of a lot of stuff. He got hit real hard with a bunch of orders, but he's got more being processed. So check the website or just shoot him a message, let him know what you want, and then he can put back whatever it is that you might be wanting. But he does eighths and quarters and halves and wholes also. So you can go in with a buddy, bring a friend. You guys could split a cow and stock up for the year. It's a good way to do
amazing.
It. Yeah. So go check them out at whiskeyriverbeef.com and give them a like, a follow on Instagram. It's at Whiskey River Life. And let him know, just leave a little comment on there that you're a lead head. You heard about him here on the Talking Lead podcast. And we've got some giveaways and stuff coming from them too, so stay tuned.
Beef.
Good American dude. I spent about half an hour on the phone with him today.
That's right.
Very patriotic. Very patriotic. Not going to disclose what all we talked about, but he's got some good stuff coming.
Yeah. Danny's our swag guy. He does our hats and our T-shirts. As our video audience can see, the hat that I'm wearing, this was in the giveaway. So the winner of our big Talking Lead Friends giveaway got the hat, and then Evan's wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
That was
this thing's so comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Some good shirts right there.
Yeah, Talking Lead has the most comfortable T-shirts. And then Danny made this one for me for wintertime. It's a long sleeve. I got my thing over it right now. But you got a shop set up for us, don't you, Danny?
We're working on it.
Yeah, we're working. We're going to do a website shop, but in the meantime, you guys can go to Danny's website. And Danny, what's your website?
For you, it's dip123.com/collection/talking lead. I got a few things up right now. I'm so far behind in web work. Don't judge me on the website right now.
That's okay. We're going to make it easier for you. We got it coming. We're just going to have a shop on my website to where you guys can just go to my website, and you're going to be able to get all the stuff that we offer our dump trays from Mission First Tactical with their logos, our hats, our T-shirts. Danny's going to be doing all these for us.
We need AK corner mags.
We're gonna do another batch of the AK corner mags. Evan was able to scooch him one while he was here at the lead quarter. Show it to him.
I'm a big fan of this one. Oof.
Yeah. So we got some U.S. Palm mags done up with the AK corner logo, and we did was that movie Red Dawn theme?
Yeah.
The Wolverines.
Calumet High.
That's right, Calumet High. I had one back here somewhere, but I moved all my shit around, Evan. So
Yeah, it happens.
I don't know where I don't have anything readily able to grab right now. So that's coming. So stay tuned. Going to make it easy for you lead heads to get your Talking Lead swag. Represent. And we represented at the IV 88 range day. Danny had his Talking Lead shirt on. Junior had his shirt on. I liked his because he had a little chest logo, and he had it on the back also. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was digging that. And then Evan had the one we did at NRA.
Yep.
Had the Kel-Tec on the front and
Talking Lead on the back.
Talking Lead on the back, and I had that shirt on that you're wearing. Didn't I?
Yep.
Isn't that the shirt I had on?
Yeah. Well, not this exact one.
No, not the exact one, though.
Doesn't smell like you, which is good.
I smell so
good. It was
good.
hot out there, man. That was a hot range day.
It was.
So
it's been hotter.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as some years, but I was really excited when we pulled up because I glanced at the forecast and it was like high as 75 or something like that, and it was like 88. So
yeah, it was 90 if
news.
it was anything.
It got hot.
Yeah.
I should have put on those Miami Vice shorts. I picked up those Miami Vice shorts from Green Wolf Tactical. I should have slapped those on.
You
Things
should
are
have.
riding high.
You got some pictures posted on your Instagram of that, don't you?
Yeah.
Got you Ranger panties on or something?
Yep. Yeah, man, that was a good time.
It was a good time, and there was a lot of companies out there. Kel-Tec obviously was there. Fostech was out there. Mean Arms was there. The ladies from what's the name of that? Steyr? It's not Steyr. It's where the hell? Stern Defense. Stern.
Oh, yeah, Stern Defense.
Yeah, Stern.
Yep, Stern Defense. Looking at the picture right now.
Steyr was a sponsor, but I don't know. Were they out there?
See that picture?
Yeah, it's a little blurry.
It's not focusing. But Stern Defense. No, Steyr wasn't out there, but like AGM had the Steyr AUG, which that thing sliced my finger open, dude. I was shooting their AUG, and after I laid down a few rounds with their thermal vision, I racked the bolt back, and my finger caught the edge of that pick rail, dude. Just instantly started bleeding.
Yeah, I didn't want to shoot it. They had duct tape all around it. It was it was duct taped. I was like, probably not the safest gun to shoot. So
left some DNA on that one.
Let's see who else was out there. Monster Drinks was out. So, speaking of idiocracy and Brawndo, or what's it called?
You spent a lot of time at that tent.
I drank about 4 or 5 of them that day. I sure did. Then they were good too.
You were smelling colors.
Let's see who else was out there. Canic was out there. Bersa was out there, and we're going to get Bersa on to talk about They've got a new 1911, and
that thing was sick.
And the AR that they talked about during NRA, or was it SHOT Show? It was SHOT Show, wasn't it? I had them on. So they've got a new AR. And damn it, I forgot to go shoot it. I shot the 1911, but I forgot to shoot the AR.
Oh, yeah. I shot that 1911. That thing was smooth. It was gorgeous, too. It was all polished. Looking real nice.
Yeah. Really dug their 1911.
Oliver is a personal protection and security specialist. He cut his teeth as a United States Marine before leaving the Corps to provide private contract work for agencies outside the military. In private security work, he's always looking for the upper hand and unexpected advantage. Kel-Tec's P50 provides all of that and then some. This innovative pistol chambered in 5.7 has a 50-round magazine capacity in its semi-automatic platform. Its small caliber, high-velocity ammunition is a great personal protection round and is even used by law enforcement agencies and the Secret Service. Oliver likes that the P50 has an AR-like charging handle and that it can be slung for access and shooting stability. The P50 comes fitted with a threaded barrel if he wants to add a suppressor, and the upper and lower Picatinny rails let him accessorize it with lights and optics. This pistol, it redefines cool. Innovation, performance, Kel-Tec.
Olight was out there. Saw a couple of their pistol lights that I really like, so I'm going to get in touch with those guys. Who else was out there?
Stoker. I talked to those guys for a while. They had some pretty cool pistols set up. They got their new TAC Ops pistols, pretty slick. Check that one out. Battle Arms Development. Talked to that guy. That dude's pretty cool, Darwin. Hung out with him for a minute. Let's see. I really like the Mean Arms. That whole design they've got going on with those.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Bugs.
Yeah, the ball bearing design that they've got. They the guy who had the compensator built into the barrel.
I keep forgetting his name, man.
And I don't see them on this list, but it was like a number. It started with it was
pictures.
They gave me a card, but it's Media Powers is or Malia Powers. It's their marketing, powermarketing.com, and he didn't put his company name on here. His name is Scott Rolfe, and but I shot that thing full auto, and I just had it sitting in the palm of my hand, and it just stayed flat. Shooting it full auto.
Yeah. So
crazy.
they drill the holes into the barrel, right?
That's the barrel is compensated, and then they've got these rings or something that they put over it. I don't know. So we got to get that guy on and talk more about that design. He showed it to us. And then Zeke was there with MGS Trade School.
Yep. So
we got to see the Squatch. Got to hang out with him. We might be doing some more stuff with him in the future. I don't know. There was a lot of company. I didn't get to see everybody that was out there. There was there was a new AR company that was there. Do you remember that company?
I don't recall any newer AR brand.
Mitchell Defense. Mitchell Defense is what they were called.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a newer AR company. They just make ARs. Didn't get to shoot theirs. I don't think they had them out on the front line. They might have, but didn't shoot those. And then the Men 2A guys were out there, and they had some cool pistol mags, and they had a SCAR mag. They're doing a SCAR mag, so for you leadheads who have scars, you might want to check them out for their SCAR mags. But yeah, let's talk about the mean stuff, because that's kind of was the, I guess, most impressive thing that I saw out there.
Yeah. I mean, what an interesting design. You know, it's cool that they're able to take something that's just being used worldwide with your standard AR platform, and then just turn it into a ball bearing locking design, which is similar to a delayed roller blowback, but using different mechanisms. I mean, I don't know the science behind it. They're they're mad scientists over there designing that stuff. But
there's a lot of math that goes into
Oh, absolutely.
the bearing delay upper receiver is what they're calling it. And
so it uses the bearings to lock into place, which is similar to like a straight pull, like a bolt action straight pull, right? Those use bearings to lock into place. So pretty cool idea.
So you can go to their website, and for our viewing audience, I'm pulling it up here. It's meanarms.com, and it's 9mm. So it's designed for 9mm, and I think they've got some pictures, but it was really cool. Here's a picture of it right here. How it just easily breaks down too.
Yep.
It just twists, and then you pull it out, and then you can take all the components of the bolt apart.
Well, and a big advantage to that, or to delayed roller blowback, is suppressing it, right? Because suppressing a delayed roller blowback is always going to be really smooth. So using this ball bearing design, it's going to be a much smoother suppressed firearm. And then the fact that they're switching, they're using AR mags, but they're switching the follower around to where you can still use the AR mag but run 9mm.
Yeah,
Very
that's
smart.
that thing that they gave me, and this is what's really cool is they've got this insert that you can take your innards of your AR mag and drop this, they call it endo mag in. It converts your 30-round Magpul 5.56 P mag generation 2 or 3 to a 9mm.
Yep. And then I remember him saying you can trim it to where I think it comes to where it's California compliant, and then you just cut off a little plastic to where it's, freedom compliant. 30 rounds, baby. But it's a cool idea. I think it's great that people are getting out there innovating and, creating new product like that. I think that's what we need to see.
I'm going to play this video right here. I think this shows it in action. Of course, it's not letting me make it bigger.
Yeah. A little slow-mo of
Full
the
screen.
9mm casing ejecting. Gotta love that slow-mo.
That's using their roller delayed system there.
I think I've got a couple of videos of you mag dumping that thing, though.
You post those up. Post them up. But yeah, that was kind of the main thing for me, was seeing that then in action. But they've got in a 4.5 inch, 7.5 inch, 11 inch, 14.5 inch, and 16 inch, and this just fits on your AR lower. So. Again, you don't have to buy any special mags. You just get this converter thing that they've got, and these drop in. And it says P mags. I haven't tried them in Mission First mags yet, but I'm assuming they'll probably fit in those just fine. But yeah, I want to try this out. I got to get in touch with these guys and see if I can't try one of these out.
Yeah.
Get a little more trigger time behind them. But that's my big thing that I saw there. I really liked that. I was impressed with that. What about you guys? What else impressed you, Danny? What'd you see? And you had your boy there. Was this his first time going?
Second.
His second time. He got to shoot the big cannon this time.
Yeah, that was
cool.
That was the highlight of for us, was that cannon. Last year he's kind of at that age. He's 10 now, so he was like just a little bit too big where it was hard for me to like really help and support him, like when he was getting on the full autos, so it was getting a little sketchy. And so we kind of tailored back on that. Last year when he was smaller, it was easy for me to wrap around him and make sure that everything was good. His first year response, because that was the first time he'd ever gone shooting.
Yeah.
I never pushed shooting on him. I mean, I love shooting, but I never pushed it on him because I didn't want it to become a chore. And he finally, last year before we went, he goes, "Dad, I want to go shooting." I was like, "Well, guess what? Let me call Lefty and see if we can get another pass." And and so his first time shooting was that full auto Centuries, the AP9 or something like that.
Yeah.
So the first gun he shot was
It was
full
their
auto.
9mm roller delayed.
Yeah. And so he got to shoot a few of those, and he got to shoot the cannon. And so now he's officially shot a larger caliber gun than I ever have. But yeah, so that was they're my heroes. You want to go back to that segment, for letting him come and experience all the guns he did get to shoot, and getting to shoot the cannon was just really cool. And Really
yeah,
fun.
Eric and Brandy are really in the gang out there. They really put on a really good event, and it gets a little outrageous and crazy because they got so many people out there, and it's hard to reel everybody in and get the excitement down. But they.
Eric did that when that one person was shooting the steel too close. He
Yeah.
kind of tamed everybody down real quick.
Yeah, well, you get the novices out there again. They don't know how to act, and they've never been around that kind of stuff before. And, it happens. It happens.
Sure.
Now, my second favorite thing was shooting the clays with the KS7.
Yeah, you're slaying them.
Dude, I didn't miss a one. That thing was so smooth to shoot, so controllable.
It was funny. Everybody next to you was using these shotguns with 30-inch barrels. And
I know.
you're like trying to hit him. You're over here with your 18.5-inch KS7, just bullpupping those things down. Like, that was rad.
Yeah.
I was all about that. That crazy quail system's pretty cool, though. I need one of those on my deck.
Yeah, I wonder what those are going for.
Oh, I'm sure they ain't cheap.
Yeah.
These things are running off iPads, so they're expensive.
Yeah, anything runs off Apple doo-doo. I don't want it. They can keep their stupid little clay thing.
But yeah, that was cool, watching you take those clays down.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yep.
What about you, Evan? What was your highlight?
Overall, just being there, but getting to meet everybody. There's a few people out there that I was always wanting to meet. Some of them YouTubers, getting to talk with them for a little bit. Like Jared from Guns and Gear. He does like a lot of political stuff though, but he's always keeping people up to date. So it's cool meeting him. Got to meet Johnny B. Let's see what else.
You got to meet Eric, didn't you?
Yeah. Talked to Eric for a little bit, so that was really cool. Eric and Chad and Brandy thanked him for putting on the event, which was, putting on Shootah, helping with all that. I know what goes into those events, and it's not an easy thing to do. So it's nice to be able to speak to that level with them. One of the guys, I've got a bunch of cards here. Ryan from SimTech hooked me up with a cigar. So thank you, Ryan. I love me a cigar, especially a Saturday night after the event, a little tequila, some steak, and a cigar. So that made my night. Those SimTech guys are pretty cool. But yeah, man, just that whole event, just the vibe everybody's putting out there. Everybody's, super generous. You need something, they're there for you. And the community, I think that's a big part of it for me. Yeah. But watching watching your son shoot that cannon was super cool, dude. Standing right there, seeing that thing get loaded up with that projectile, dude, that thing was gnarly. It's like a fist-sized projectile. I don't even know what the caliber was, but watching.
He said it was 1.5 pounds. It had a muzzle velocity of like 42,000 at the muzzle or something crazy. It was
wild.
I just like how he goes, all right, the cannon's going to roll back just a little bit, but so don't let it scare you. And it rolls back like 4 feet.
Yeah.
About blows him over.
That was funny.
Dude, yeah, that was.
We got a great Polaroid of it. It's posted up on the.
Yep.
Up on the Instagram.
He was also happy that he was Instagram famous after you posted up the clip of him shooting it.
Oh yeah. No, people were all about that. Like, that cannon moved, but I mean, he handled it well. He jumped back.
Oh yeah.
Nothing happened. So, yeah, that was wild. I thought at first, in the first Mad Minute when he launched the cannon, I thought he was just doing like a powder charge. I didn't know he actually loaded that thing up with a projectile. It was gnarly, dude.
So, what'd you think about? I was gonna say, what'd y'all think about the Mad Minute?
Loud.
It's fun. Yeah, it's very loud.
Yeah, so that's how they kick off the event. I mean, we do the national anthem and all that. Some guy sang the national anthem. He thought he was a rock star. I don't know, but
he may have been, Marty. You don't know. If
he very well may have been. I don't know. It's just over the microphone and those acoustics. It wasn't doing him any favors, but he did it, and I appreciate that and respect that. And then we kick it off. Every year they kick it off what's called the Mad Minute, and just everybody grabs a gun, ammo, magazines, walks up to the line, and then just unleashes out on the range. And they've got steel targets set up. They've got miscellaneous little targets set up that have, and I don't know what they had in them, tannerite or if they had Firebird targets.
Exploding pumpkins.
They did
like
exploding
pumpkins out there,
pumpkins.
then they had the
pinatas.
Oh, pinatas, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was awesome. It was a good time. There's always something there that you can blow up and have a good time with. So.
Yep.
And then they go like an hour, like around lunch or after lunch. I can't remember where it was. For just suppressors, just silencer shooting.
Yep.
So they did that. That was fun. And then I think the night before, Friday night, that's, everybody's getting there and they have like a little cookout and they do a night shoot. And we missed that.
Yeah.
Because we had to go eat lasagna.
Yeah. Oh, man, that lasagna. Oh, buddy, that was good.
Hal's wife.
Boat ride.
Hal's wife is my hero. That's who my hero is. Because she had all that stuff prepared for her. She had the twice-baked potatoes. Oh, my gosh, those things were so good. Homemade lasagna. She had a big pan of homemade lasagna fixed for her. Now, she wasn't there, but she had all this stuff pre-made for us.
Yeah.
It was so amazing. And then those...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and then those steaks were just unbelievable.
Yeah, phenomenal. I was going to say the night shoot we did miss out on, but I know for AGM what they did at Shootah, they set up all these giant cardboard boxes and then they use gel blasters, and the gel blasters have thermal scopes on them, and you run around, you got your like eye protection on, and it's like typically 3-on-3, and you use the cardboard boxes as like cover, and you're just shooting the other team with gel blasters with thermal vision, and it is wild. Like, it is a rush. I mean, paintball, airsoft, that's fun, but when you can't see anybody unless you're looking through the scope and you see their their foot underneath the table, or yeah, dude, we didn't go for it at IV88, but at Shootah they did that, and it was really, really cool. So AGM's definitely got a cool little event they do with those thermal vision scopes and gel blasters. I think they're like the Noveski branded gel blasters, but if you guys haven't ever tried shooting your buddies with one of those, they're a ton of fun. Because it's like airsoft.
Is it like a paint?
Definitely.
Is it a paintball? Is that what it is? Paintball gun?
So gel blasters. Yeah, he's got a gel blaster.
Oh, you got a gel
blaster.
It's
like a tiny little. It's the same size.
It shoots like those Orbeez.
Who?
Yeah,
it shoots like those little Orbeez things. You have to hydrate them.
Hold it up.
Yeah, you soak them in water.
Hold it up to the camera.
Kind of
higher.
Hard. There are a bunch of them in there.
Yeah, those mags hold like a few hundred or whatever.
Looks like fish eggs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like roe.
Like so when they hit you, they don't hurt. It's just a fun thing to like shoot your buddies with. And,
I mean, anytime you can shoot your buddy, it's a fun time, right?
Oh yeah. I just let my son run out in the yard, and I just sit there and just.
He's mowing down. It's good for your reflexes, son. Keep running.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that movie where the dude threw the horseshoes at him? Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Yeah. You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Yeah, he's throwing wrenches at him. It's hilarious.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a good time. Really enjoyed it. And then they did it on Sunday too. We didn't go back Sunday. A lot of the vendors were just doing it the one day.
Yeah.
And
people I talked to Sunday, sounds like most people left around noon, and it was just really calm. So much less attendees, which was sort of nice for some of the vendors to be able to speak more personally to, I'm sure, some of the people out there. So
yeah,
I think it's suppressor only up until close to noon at least anyway, because there's a few churches nearby.
Probably some kind of sound ordinance or something like that going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, got to see Carrie with We the Female.
Yep.
Stilettos and shotguns. She was there. The tactical Oompa Loompa, Alicia.
Yep.
Was there. What's her IG name?
Boomstick.
Boomstick,
right?
yeah. Boomstick
Yeah.
was there. Mark Choppa was there.
Yeah. It's cool seeing him.
Got to see him again. It's good seeing Mark.
What was it? NOC? The real NOC?
Oh, yeah. Kevin Dixie.
Yeah. Yep. He's a cool dude.
Kevin, he was smooth. Yeah, I loved his shirt he had on. Kevin Dixie. Jay the Shooter.
Yeah.
Got to see Jay again. He was one of the guys that we did the lockdown event with. It's good seeing him again. Wow, who else was there? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that weren't there that are normally there too that I didn't see.
Cycle through probably.
But yeah, I mean that's the reason I like going is just to see everybody and hang out, have a good time, and there's companies like Mean and I wish I could remember the name of the company that had the barrel.
Yeah, I was just looking through my photos. I got plenty of photos of the break and the barrel, but
yeah, me shooting it and
none of the brand.
Well, they didn't do a very good job of advertising them there. But
Yeah.
Ray Brand with Hyperion Munitions was part of that, so I'll get in touch with Ray and see if I can't get more information. But I don't see because you've got the technology in brakes these days and compensators are so good. I just don't know why you would want to do that to the barrel. I don't know. Because I don't think you could put a can on there. I didn't talk to him about being able to suppress it with those ports in the barrel.
The threads are below the ports in the barrel. So if you could find a can that would work with those threads, you should be able to suppress it. But I don't speculating
know.
Here.
Yeah, I don't think so. I didn't ask him about it either, but it did shoot smooth. I will give it that.
It did. Yeah.
And I would look it up on the internet right now, but I don't know the name of the company. And they're not on this sheet anywhere that I can see. They must have just snuck them in. I don't know. I don't know.
If you're listening, email talkingled@gmail.com.
Yeah.
So,
Scott or Rolf.
Send him an alligator.
Send me a emotional support man-eating animal.
Yeah.
To be my pet.
Attention business owners. Are you ready to take your marketing game to the next level? Look no further than Black Tie Digital Marketing, the firearm-friendly, full-service agency that delivers results. We've worked with industry giants like Kel-Tec, Spikes Tactical, and Armalite, and we even designed the kick-ass new logo at Talkin' Lead. At Black Tie, we blend creativity and data-driven strategies to ensure your message hits the mark every time. From high-end custom websites, graphic design, to inbound marketing campaigns, and everything in between, we've got you covered. Your success is our priority. Join the ranks of the industry's top players and give your business the boost it deserves. Experience the power of Black Tie today. Visit blacktieDigital.com or call 1-800-316-8030 to schedule your free consultation. That's Black Tie Digital Marketing, where firepower meets marketing power. Black Tie Digital Marketing is a proud sponsor of the Talking Lead podcast and the Leadhead Brigade.
A couple other people I got to see and hang out with was DLD After Dark. I like that dude. I've talked a lot on YouTube. He's a good feller. Cool. My buddy Justin from AGM. So those are the guys with the thermal vision with the AUG that sliced my finger open. That was cool seeing them.
What a friend.
I was stoked to meet the CMMG guys. And I only shot one of their machine guns. It was their little 22 full auto, but that was fun doing a little quick mag dump with that. So definitely a cool experience. My buddy with Green Wolf Tactical, he was at Shootah, and he travels around the country with all of his merch. He's the one with that like Miami Vice camo shorts that I got. Super cool guy, Green Wolf Tactical. He does all sorts of merch, so that was cool seeing him. Had no idea he was going to be there, so kind of fun seeing him. And then just chilling with the boys from Kel-Tec, Chad, Matt, and Hammer. Those guys are very based. They're just fun to kick it with. And then good meeting you, Danny. I hear about you all the time, and it's nice to be able to finally put a face to dipstick branding. So appreciate the opportunity to meet you. So yeah, overall, man, that was such a cool experience. Can't wait for next year.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, even the car rides with Lefty.
We had some good times in the car. Got to go to Bojangles.
Bojangles. Mm-hmm.
Took you
Get
to
some fried chicken, yes sir.
Got some biscuits and so
you
good.
have a few pit stops, huh?
Yeah.
No, it
natural.
stuck with us pretty good. I had the chicken and biscuit and steak and biscuit. They had 2 for $1 on the steak and biscuit, so I had to get those too.
Yeah, his eyes were bigger than his stomach. I had to finish it for him.
Well, I mean, old girl at the checkout, I was like, I'll have a chicken and biscuit and a steak and biscuit. She goes, you want the 2 for $1 on the steak and biscuits? I was like, you gotta ask. Of course I do.
That southern accent, man. I'd marry that woman right there on the spot. I don't care what she looks like.
Yeah. All like crack teeth and
Had
all.
me going. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And we'll stop in next year, see if she's still there. She'll probably be manager by then.
I hope so.
She was nice.
Material.
She was nice.
She was very
I'm being
nice,
bad.
she was.
She was very nice. I'm being an asshole. All right. So, anything else about the event? You think anybody would be interested in hearing? That's kind of the highlights.
Yeah, man. Definitely the highlights.
Just watch go to the Instagram. We got some pictures. You got some more you're going to post up? You got anything?
Yeah. I keep meaning to post more.
Okay.
Just being lazy.
Post them up. Quit being lazy. They want to see this stuff.
All right.
Post them up.
Yeah, Danny, I sent you a bunch of pictures too. I don't know if you got them or not, but pictures and videos. So.
You did?
Yeah, it's through your Instagram.
Oh.
Check it out.
Check that.
Yeah.
Go check your Instagram, Danny.
Man. Got some cool swag, Mean Arms sent you got the mag, I got the takedown pins. That was cool.
Go talk about those takedown pins.
Well, I mean, there's not much to say. Take AR-15 takedown pins.
So they're just standard takedown pins?
Yeah, I think they're just standard. Well, they do have I don't know why, but it says the hole on the end makes installation and removal quick. There you go. So everybody likes a quick hole. So
yeah, you don't have to sit there and push down the spring. You just slide it in and pops in that way. Smart.
Sliding in the DMs. Yeah, no, cool. I love little free swag like that. Got some good stickers. This was like the theme. The little, I don't know what she's
Barbie.
supposed to be, but I guess a Barbie IV-88 chick. It's cool. Everybody loves stickers and stuff. I like to send that out to some homies.
Yeah, everybody loves a little swag. Everybody loves a little swag. Speaking of,
yes, sure.
Hey, Danny, you want to give away a T-shirt?
Sure.
You'll give away a Talking Lead T-shirt?
Sure.
All right, so I've been encouraging everybody to follow us on Rumble. Rumble. We started a Rumble account.
Yep.
And let's go there and let's pick a winner from people who have followed on Rumble. I think I can pull that up.
You see followers on Rumble?
I think you can. Let me see. Maybe I got to do it on the app, the phone here. I don't get notifications. They let me know when people are following. I go there and there's like the whole list of body, all you lead heads. But while I'm doing this, go ahead and pull up the Rumble account. And if you aren't following, follow. Because I told you this before. We're going to go, we randomly go and don't know where we're ever going to pick winners from. Look at there. That's not it.
Just never know.
That's
Talking
not
lead,
it.
right? That's what it's called, Talking Lead?
Yeah, talking lead. Was it you that I was telling about? I got this email from this guy.
Yes. Yeah. He thought you were like a talk show. Wanted to push his.
Thought I was like for a business, for generating leads and stuff.
Yep.
He's begging me to be on the show. I was like, dude, you obviously haven't listened to the podcast.
I think you should just have him on, do like a punked version.
I should. Get like an hour
What's your
in.
stance on the Second Amendment? I can't see. I'm on Rumble, but I can't see your followers.
Yeah, I could. Rumble's just, they got to really tighten it up, but it's really, they don't filter there. They let you post your stuff, and it's there, and You can monetize it if you want to. You don't have to. I don't think I'm like monetizing anything. I just post it up. So it's just a place to go. Trying to do away with YouTube. I'm still posting stuff on there for you diehard YouTubers, which I wish you would just get away from it.
It's hard, man. It's real hard.
Why? Why is it so hard to get away from it? Just stop watching it. Just stop watching YouTube.
The silly dancing videos.
Just stop watching them. Go to Instagram. Can't you watch silly dancing things on Instagram?
Yeah, I do all the time.
How do you have so much free time?
I don't.
He watches it at work. What are you talking about?
My free time is soaked up by stupid dancing videos, apparently. Or whatever they call them. Cat dancing, right?
I have no idea. That's how out of touch I am.
Okay, so I used to be able to look and see, and now it's not letting me. So we may have to do a different way.
How about your most recent follower?
Danny, hey!
Hey!
And the winner is Danny Bronson.
Give yourself a t-shirt, Danny.
Trinity, I swear to God, I used to click on notifications and it was just, they were all right there. Now it's not giving me dick.
Well, that's why everybody goes to YouTube.
So you can be banned and squelched for your free speech and
shadow banning is the new
have to go and oh, I'm sorry, you can't monetize that. There's somebody made a claim on because you used something that sounds similar to something they did.
Oh yeah, all of you.
How about if they comment on Rumble on whenever you post this up? Pick a commenter or something. It looks like it shows you who says something.
Okay, that's a good idea, Danny. Let's do that. So when I post this video on Rumble,
or any video, pick a random one.
No, this one. It's going to be this one.
Got to be.
Okay, this one then.
It's going to be this one. And for those who know, I don't put the audio podcast and the video podcast out at the same time. So it'll be, once you hear the audio, the video usually drops about a week or so after. So that's how it works. That's how I do it. So be looking for it. And then leave a comment, and that's where we're going to pick the winner for the t-shirt. I'll just go through there randomly and pick somebody. How's that?
But don't tell him you need a double XL because he's going to tell you need an XL. But you were right. XL fits fine.
I was completely right. I mean, a large would have fit on you. I don't know why you're going 2XL, man. You like want to dress or something.
I got to cover the man.
I mean, when I'm told Thursday evening to make shirts for Friday, I mean, I kind of got to go with what I have. Yeah,
right.
I didn't have a good shirt that.
No, he's talking about me, Danny. He's talking about me. I was telling him. He was like, I need a 2XL. I was like, dude, you're not 2XL.
No, you're not.
Unless you're going to wear it for a night shirt. You know.
Yeah, nightgown, bro.
Is that a Utah thing where 2 sizes too big?
Well, we got to, double insulate during the wintertime up here, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess if you have to have 3 layers under your T-shirt, you do need a 2XL.
Yeah.
It's all right. It'll stretch, and then it'll go back. That's the good thing about that material. It's like the memory foam in the Kraken cases. Kraken.
Oh, good stuff.
Crack-a-lackin'. So I've got those here. The I kind of covered covered that with the Celtic.
They got to start printing on that foam.
They can print on them.
Nice. Oh, can they?
And they started doing different colors of the foam too, so you can choose different colors of the foam now too. It's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
They've got like a talking lead green that you can choose too. So looks like we lost Danny.
He gone.
I had enough of this bullshit. So
yeah.
But I mean, I think we're about done anyway.
Yeah.
We just want to give you guys an update on the Iraq vet event that we went to. Thought you might be interested in hearing a little bit about what was going on. since it is a private event, but everybody posts stuff, so you can go and probably hashtag IV88 Range Day or something like that, search and find all the videos and stuff that people posted up. And Evan's going to get into our archives and post up a few more things.
Yep.
Put his magical touch to them. But again, in the meantime, go and visit our sponsors. All our sponsors, Mission First Tactical.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Mission First Tactical, use code LEADHEAD, 20% off. That's anything there. Their magazines, their drinkware. Which didn't you get a drinky drink while you were here, Evan?
No, I didn't. I didn't have room.
Okay.
Fit in my bag.
Okay.
Next time.
I thought you got one.
But I've got one of their little thermoses that I use for coffee.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I love
their
it.
holsters,
like,
Mission
what is
First
that thing?
Tactical holsters, their AR magazines, their AR-10, AR-15, and their furniture. So they've got the hand guards, they've got the grips, they've got the butt stocks, the minimalist butt stocks. I love those. I've got two new builds that I'm still haven't got to. I want to do that 458 SOCOM. Still on my list.
Yeah. Get it done.
Just wait.
Yeah, their forward grips, their little stubby forward grips are by far my favorite out of all manufacturers out there.
Yeah. They got a variety of different size of the forward grips. So a lot of options there. They're coming out with new products all the time. I think, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but I think they got some new iron sights coming out.
Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Hell yeah.
You didn't hear that from me. Seal One and done. Go to seal1.com, use the code LEADHEAD, get 25% off. And they've got their new clean rod system. So you want the world's best clean rod system, you go to Seal One, use the code LEADHEAD, you're going to get a big old fat 25% off from there.
And their lubricant smells and tastes delicious. Not that I would know. But it does.
So good.
It's like a beard balm.
It's so good. I love it.
You got to get some of that for your beard, Danny.
I think it moisturizes too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They should get into that business for sure.
You can put it on your lips, if you're out in the desert at the range, it's real hot. You just kind of lube them up a little bit. But you want to wipe it off because it's a dry lube.
Right.
You got to follow directions. So you put it on, then you got to wipe it off. So, Seal One done. We were talking about the Kraken cases earlier. You go to krakencases.com, use the code TALKINGLEAD. They got to be different. Talking Lead, you're going to get 10% off there. And then for Patriots, if you're a prepared-minded individual, you're going to want to go to 4 Patriots and look at the big variety of products that they have there.
Yeah, and even if you're not a prepared mind,
well, you need to be.
Yeah, you need to be, but also, man, like storm rolls through, like having that stuff is so important. Just some dehydrated meals, they last forever. Yeah. Put them in like a bucket with a little Gamma Seal lid, and you're set. Like, yeah, I'm all about.
They've got
that
3-month survival food kits. They've got a 1-year survival food kit. They got a 4-week, 2-week, 3 month, 72-hour, or you can just buy individuals packets. Yep. But then not just the food. They've got power items too. So they've got like power cells. They've got Patriot generators. They've got a cooler. They've got a solar-powered cooler that's kind of cool.
We need to get you one of those solar generators so we can do podcasts with you way out in the nature, out on some gun ranges.
I'm telling you. The Sun Kettle Solar Cooker. They've got a Patriot Pure outdoor filtration water cooler system, and they've got a ultimate water filtration system. So things that you're going to need when the grid goes down. RV and camping. They've got a camp stove, the solar fridge that I was talking about. They've got the waterproof fire starter packs. Those are really cool.
Pyro.
They have flashlights. They got bug-out solar lanterns. They even have Patriot Power Greens. Nutritious. Just
nutritious greens?
Add water, drink. It's like those things that you hear Rogan talking about. It's something power. What's his green stuff he does? I don't know.
That
like powdered mixed drink?
Something like that. I don't know. People who are into the healthy stuff. I like my Bojangles biscuits. So.
Hell yeah.
But
Whatever keeps you moving, buddy. Whatever keeps you moving.
But the Power Greens is a doctor-developed formula first tested on older military members and veterans to support day-long energy, reduces inflammation, and healthy aging. Each scoop delivers a combination of over 60 tasty ingredients, including more than 40 fruits and vegetables, superfoods, probiotics, and other nutrients. So this is like a big super power food thing that you can
that's cool.
You can drink
Sounds
down.
like you could put in like a protein shake or something.
You can make smoothies with it. You can put it in your protein shakes, or you can just add water and drink it.
I drink that shit dry, man. Just dump the powder right in.
You probably do your pre-workout that way too, don't you?
Yeah.
Get big old ulcers in your mouth.
Yeah.
So
start foaming at the mouth.
Go to 4patriots.com, use the code LEADHEAD, all caps, and it's 10% off your first purchase. So go and show them the love, guys, because we want them to come back as sponsors and up your discount and take care of you guys. Maybe they'll start doing some giveaways and stuff with us too. But they got to see that you're hearing them, you're supporting them, because they're supporting us. Make it happen.
Go message them on Instagram. Let them know what's up. Say,
so you're
let them know
Leadhead.
Talking Lead sent you.
That's right. So we just did the big giveaway, made the announcement a few episodes back. So congratulations to that winner. Believe it or not, we've got another one in the works. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. But stay tuned. You got to keep listening. Evan, what do they got to do? How do they win on the show?
You got to participate, dog. Participation and listen.
And that's how you win.
Participate and listen.
Participate,
man,
listen, win.
That lucky son of a gun, dude. That Kel-Tec package, Mission First, dude. All those people.
Yeah.
That dude. He knows what's up now.
Yeah, but as of this recording, he hasn't responded yet. So
well, he's got to listen.
If he doesn't respond, I give him 2 weeks, and it hadn't been 2 weeks yet. But if he doesn't respond, then we're going to pick another winner. So you're telling me there's a chance?
That's what I say to all the ladies.
Yeah, he got the secret password. So you definitely had to listen to get the secret password because I didn't give it anywhere else but on the podcast.
Right. Yep.
And that secret password was
fucking eagle piss, dog.
Eagle piss.
I've never guessed that, man.
That was so fun.
That's why it's a secret password.
Yeah.
I don't make it, and I got people just email me. He's like, I listened and I never heard the password. Can you give me the password?
Well, they'd throw out a whole story as to why they deserve to just listen or just get the password from you, opposed to listening.
I know. If they'd have just listened, if they would have just listened instead of putting all that effort into this boo-hoo, whiny, poor me, give me the password, they would have got it. But no, that was for dedicated listeners only. So,
yep. That's some good stuff, though.
Some good stuff. But we got another one coming in the works. So, I dare say it's probably going to be bigger than the last one.
Holy.
We might spread this one out, though. Instead of one person gets it all, we might, like we did the previous one where we did the packages. We had, 7 packages the last time?
Yeah.
It was an awesome giveaway. But that's all I got, guys. Leadheads, appreciate it. Go support our sponsors. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Rumble. Like our stuff. Share our stuff.
Yep.
Keep us in the mix. Go follow Evan. If you're not following Evan, he's Flood Munitions on the grams. You're on all the other stuff. Where are you on the other stuff?
Just about everything. I even have a Rumble. I've got like 2 followers, making it big over there.
Oh.
But YouTube, Instagram is what I'm really trying to grow. Do a little this
Get
and that
off
on Twitter,
YouTube.
but not much.
Fuck
I know.
YouTube. Get off that shit.
Dude, I can't grow Rumble like you can, Mr. Big Time over here. So.
Oh, yeah. I got, 90 followers on Rumble so far?
I was going to say 90,000, but...
Bunch of lazy asses. Get out there and follow me on Rumble, leadheads.
Yeah.
Shit. Making me look bad. Danny?
I just followed you.
Dip123?
Yep, dip123.com or dipstickbranding.com are both our websites. I don't do a ton on social media. I'm not like one of you young bucks.
I'm older than you. What are you talking about?
I know.
That's why I got Evan. So I got Evan now handling my social medias, making me
Pay me all those big bucks.
making me Instagram famous.
That's what it's all about.
That's right.
It's all about that Instagram angle. Hold on,
Yeah.
on the hold.
Yeah, there you go.
You
Yeah.
doing the selfie?
You just have to go crazy on a plane or a train or something. You'll go Instagram famous for sure.
I'm so afraid one day I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go ballistic on somebody, and there I am. Can't do nothing about it.
Hey, as long as they're tagging you, that's all that matters, man. There's talking lead over there.
After I do it, I'll say, oh, tag me at talking lead. Tag me on that. But no, that's it. Evan, I had a great time. It was a great trip. Glad you could go and experience the IV-88. Get that experience too. So you got the SHOT Show under your belt. You got the NRA under your belt. Got the IV-88 under your belt. What else we got left?
Yeah, man. I don't know. What's next? They just canceled Red October. I was pretty bummed about that. I was really hoping to make it down because that's fairly close to where I'm at. So I was going to drive down and try my hand at competing, but that was canceled. So is what it is.
Are they doing Kalash Bash this year?
They are. That's what dude, I got to get there. Clash Bash is a
Clash
must
Bash,
for
Texas.
Me, so.
We remind me. We'll look into that. See what's up with that.
That'd be epic. But yeah, man, thank you so much. Like it, I really appreciate it. Inviting me out there, and
glad you can make it. Too bad Danny's father-in-law sold his lake house.
Yeah, I heard about that. That sounds pretty awesome. I mean,
that was our mainstay. Awesome. That's where we would go every year.
Yeah, no, it was good, but we're trying to buy some land now, so hopefully we can just have the Leadhead and Friends range day or something.
Do a talking lead range day?
If we find a big enough piece. I don't know. We like to blow stuff up. So
guys, go and support Danny. Buy the talking lead stuff. If you've got stuff you want made, shirts, hats, leadies, you do it all. You can do challenge coins. You can do... stop me if I say something's inaccurate. Do you do laser and engraving on stuff?
Yes, sir. Just CO2 laser. I don't have a fiber, so don't send me your NFA stuff.
There you go.
I cannot engrave deep enough on that.
That's what she said. So.
Well, and I got to say, Daniel, you're doing it right too, man. Like the material you're using, not just the shirt material, but I don't know how this decals or I don't know anything about it, but. Like I've worn those shirts where it feels like they were just like wax pressed on, and it's like really hot where the logo is. I don't like that. This is so comfortable, so I can appreciate the work and dedication you're putting into these. So thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Of course. I'm gonna be hitting you up for some Flood Munition shirts here soon.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Obviously, don't hit up my Instagram because obviously I'm not very good at checking it.
Yeah, go to his website. Get in touch with Danny on his website. That's where you go, and that's Dipstick Branding or Dip123. Either one of those.
Yes, sir.
We'll get him. So, all right, guys, that does it for another episode of the Talking Lead Podcast. Big thanks to all our sponsors. Big thanks to my guests, Evan and Danny. Thank you so much for being on, taking the time. And Danny, again, for all the years that you've helped us out and helped the Leadhead Brigade out with the leadies and the shirts and the hats and everything. Really appreciate you, and you're a good buddy. Love you, man.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too, man. Love you too.
Fucking adorable.
So until
Keep
the next...
to me sweet, Evan. You'll get one too.
Hell yeah. There you go.
Can't wait.
Enough of this mushy. Enough of this mushy shit. Until the next episode, Leadheads, as always, keep your loved ones close.
Your firearms closer.